Good morning, everyone. Here we are. We are again at the last day of the week. I can't believe I'm saying it. But happy Friday, guys. It's already Friday. God, it is so fast. Time just goes so fast. Um, yeah, I have to close the curtain because there's a lot of sun. How's it going? How's everyone doing? Hi, Mareth. Happy Friday to you. Hope you are doing well. Hope you're doing well. Yeah. What a day yesterday. Man, what a distribution. Just beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Um, I did not take a trade at all in London, as you guys know. I also was very hesitant in pre-market prep. I did see one trade, but I did not take it on any of my accounts. But I took the trade here in the PM session, New York PM. I'm pretty proud of this trade, to be honest. I posted them in the Discord. I positioned myself a little bit before 2 o'clock, I believe 1:50ish, and I had to sit through a little bit of drawdown here and there. Let me go to the lower time frame. Yeah, let me go to the 5 minute because it's very hard to see. Did anyone else trade at the New York? Whatever New York AM or PM session. Yeah, so yeah, I was very happy with this trade. So let's see, where is it? We were here at 10:30. And I thought, you know what? I'm just the trade should have been. I saw a trade here. I just traded it on paper with my group. It was a nice trade. It was a reclaim for a value gap on the 32nd. And I said, oh, this is a long, and boom, yeah, it went off. Then I just let this one go. And then I thought, you know what, I'll enter at 10:50. Maybe there's continuation. But it just went sideways. So I waited. I didn't do anything. And let me see, where is it? Yeah, I think I started positioning myself around here. I was a little bit, I think I was a little bit later. Yeah, I think I was late. I saw this and then I started positioning myself here. And obviously I had to sit through a little bit of drawdown. But levels were holding. And yeah, I had my partials here, micros, not minis, and two runners up to here. Um, my runners were about 250, and this was 150 points. But I had to sit after 4:15. I had to wait a long time, so I was very like, oh my God, please. I was like, I didn't want to exit the trade. This level was 4:30. 4:30. Yeah. So it was a long wait. But anyway, I just I just didn't find a good entry here, and I didn't like London because I was sort of like still normally when it's a trend day or like when it goes up, I sort of like am able to recognize it normally, but I just did not yesterday. I was sort of like doubting, and I really needed to see higher time frame PDRAs being invalidated, so to speak. And I really waited for that, but I don't know. I just didn't see it. I have to journal a lot today, this weekend. But yeah, for me, it was like really because we were here, right? Yesterday we were here. Yeah, Thursday. This was London. So for me, this wasn't clear yet. And then when we started going higher, I really needed to see this invalidated at some point for me to, because I thought, okay, we could go back here. I was, yeah. What are we doing? Maybe we go to the midpoint of a bearish order block and go lower. I don't know. So I just didn't see it. So I'm just curious. I wish I did, but yeah, Bowser, if you're here, Bowser, I mean, I totally, Bowser said, yeah, I should have, and that's what you want at some point, that you position yourself in London and you stay in it. That's my goal also for this year, to manage to get one trade, position yourself in London, because Bowser went in, he went long, remember, during London, and if he would have stayed in, it's insane distribution, insane. Yeah, Bowser will get there. We'll get there, my friend. One of us will get that this year, and I think you might be sooner than I am. But let's do the competition. I don't know if you're here, but yeah, I love want to see you do it. Um, that's insane, just insane. Here, I just because of this low, how it printed, right? I was just saying we could go lower as well, one more leg, and then TGIF on Friday. Hey, Seek for Wisdom, how are you doing? How's it going? Did you trade yesterday? Okay, so anyway, I'm very happy with this trade, guys. I just wanted to see how much points. So 250 on my runners, and exactly to the level. Or a little bit off, a few points though, to be honest, but that's okay. I forgive myself. And this was 165 points almost. Yeah. Okay, that was that. A lot of journaling to do on my end. I think we go back. It was a no wick daily. Man, it was yeah, it was beautiful. I mean, it was hard for me. London was hard to because I was also wondering, are we going to go lower first and then go higher? And I just needed to wait. I needed to see this candle print to get validation, and then I could not enter until the next 4 hour candle. Simple as that. I missed the distribution here, so I had to wait for the next one. But hey, man, still 250 points. Um, okay, let's go over the weekly. Um, oh, okay, let's have a look at the monthly. Today is the last day of the month and the last day of the week. So we retraced already more than 40% of the monthly range. 40% is. I'm gonna mark this area. I just want to have a marking here. I just want to have my own marking for the monthly. Now I'm gonna go to the weekly. So on the weekly, I just want to have this on my low. I just want to see the monthly TGIF range. So this blue box, the 20, 30, 40% of the monthly range. So the weekly, literally, we turned from bearish to bullish. Nah, I don't think we're going back. I think we're going higher, to be honest. We have a weekly wick here. I think we're gonna go into this wick. Maybe even higher. Let's see. I mean, I saw people being very like, oh my God, 401k, rest in peace. I think JCap. I think I don't know if he really is. I mean, I wonder if he really um is a good. Well, I don't want to say good trader, but shilling for his Apex code, saying things like rest in peace 401ks because the market went lower. I'm like, what? What the F are you doing? You see this little gap on the daily? I think we're going here. Whenever you turn, the sun blasts your screen. Yeah, I know. It's the curtain opens. There's wind. At least we have sun. We haven't had sun for a couple of days. I believe that we're going here. I wouldn't be surprised if we are going into this little gap here. So that's like 29,134. I don't think we're going lower. Maybe we trace to go up. So that will be my. I don't know if we get there, but I wonder. I think we. It makes sense, right? I mean, we're going higher. We already surpassed this. So, yeah, so this is my interest point. Um, oh, boopy. I'm going to close the door. What do you think happens with NQ? I just went over that. What do you want? You want to go outside? Well, to answer your question, what will happen with NQ? I don't think with NQ itself will happen a lot. I think NQ is going to give us a lot of money. I mean, it's printing. I mean, yesterday was a beautiful, just a beautiful day. I mean, I'm just curious. No, no, no problem, KPM. Um, I think NQ. Well, like I said, I think we're going to go here. We're going to go. I think because we are on the daily, we have a little gap here, and it just seems to me that it wants to push up. I mean, we've blasted through. We're almost at the weekly high at the other end. We went up. We literally went up almost the full weekly range yesterday, which is crazy. So we're already up 90% of the weekly range. So the weekly candle is literally inverting. We went from a bearish candle, we're going to a bullish candle. Once we go, oh, am I wrong here? Is this a mistake? Hold on, guys. Hold on. Weekly? No, no. Why? Oh, okay. No, no, no. It's this is a mistake from the indicator. It, only on the day I have to go to the daily for the correct level. No, no, it's correct. Yeah, the weekly range is Monday, yeah, Tuesday, yeah. This is the weekly range, correct. 773, then we're already over. So I think we're gonna continue up. We're gonna go lower to go higher. I think. What do you guys think? Well, let's do a poll, guys. I can say anything, but I could be totally wrong. So, um, will NQ today be bullish or bearish? And the week, bullish or bearish? So yeah, let's do it. I'm curious about what you guys think. I shared my view, but hey guys, I could be totally wrong, obviously. But I do think that this might be a nice draw. Considering the weekly wick, right? We have a wick here. And But we also could dig into this one again and then go lower. I mean, we also could go into this one. Hmm. Okay, we are over 50%. So when the algorithm has reached its weekly objective, price could just consolidate the rest of the day. So there is a sort of like a little bit of danger that once it hits it, and it's sort of like sometimes difficult after such a large distribution day. Does it want more or is it done, right? So I would say if we go over this level here, then we might push higher. If not, we might go back into the range maybe and futz around and go back and forth. 'Cause yesterday was large. I mean, it really, I think we had made over 800 points yesterday. It was really a massive day. Um, Crazy day yesterday. Just beautiful, just beautiful. See how many points we in from the daily open? Even more. Let's just take this one here. 1,200 points. 1,200 points yesterday. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna go back here. I don't think we're gonna go back here. I don't think so. Um, Maybe. I would like to see a pull back into this order block here and then maybe higher. So I want to see, I would like to see this one hold and then continuation taking out this weekly high. That's what I would like to see. And then continuation to the upside and then maybe back into the range. We'll see. Let me see what you guys think. Yesterday was a day to make money for the year. Yeah, I did pretty. I did it on a live account. This trade. I did my live account, but I had to wait until PM session. I did not. But I didn't see it. I just didn't want to trade it before. This was a very nice trade here. On the 32nd, it gave a little. I'll show you guys a very nice reclaimed fair value gap. And it kept hitting it, and I said it in pre-market prep. This is a long. This is a long. It's gonna go. Let me go here. Normally I would add when it does that, but I didn't take it. But it was still nice. Why is she not going there? 9:30. Oh, here. There was no fair value gap on the 1 minute, but it gave this one here. Was it this one? Yeah, this one was it. Reclaim. This is very bullish, bullish. Normally, I would add, if I would position myself already here and I see this, I add to add until boom, boom goes here. Yeah, I didn't, I just traded this on paper. I didn't want to take it, but this was very clear. but not on the 1 minute. It didn't give a fair value gap on the 1 minute. You had to go to the 30 seconds. But yeah, beautiful. Just beautiful. Mm, and it did not present a fair value gap until here, but you know, it didn't serve you anything yesterday if you would use this. Did not retouch it at all. Yeah, with 6 micros, it was 160 points. I left two runners, but it took a long time. I think at 5 o'clock or 4:30 ish, it reached the level. So it was. I mean, I never stay that late into a trade. Really, I don't. But not 300. Not 300. I did not make 300 points with those trades on a runner. I'm still trying to get more of those 300 trades, but it's hard, man. It's hard. I only have two so far. 300-point trades. Yeah, two. Meaning one contract enter, not adding, because obviously when you add more, it adds up. But no, I really mean you enter and you leave one to make 300 points. Only two times I've managed to do so. I want more of those. Okay, focus, 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 focus. What do you got? I want to see what you guys think. Bullish, 88%, bearish, 12%. Um, did anyone else take a trade yesterday? In New York AM or after London? Did anyone manage to take a trade, or just curious? If anyone did well or maybe didn't see anything? Okay, 620. I want to see how we behave if we make it to 620-ish, maybe if we are able to. I want to see how we behave there. Um, just curious. Um, I would like to see a pullback to 500-ish, but I don't know if we're gonna get that. Let's say we get to 620, pull back to 500-ish. That's 100 and that's a lot. Can we get that? 619, that's 120 points pullback. Then go higher? Or am I asking too much? Um, um, tum, 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 tum. Na, na, So tomorrow I have my first driving not my first, obviously I'm driving, but tomorrow I have my lesson. And the 11th of August I have my driving exam to get my South African driving license. Not my, I'm driving already, but I need to get my South African. I'm sort of nervous. I'm like, oh my God, you know, and you're driving, I'm allowed to drive in my own car, but imagine if you fail and then you drive off in your own car and you failed the driving lesson or something. That looks really sort of nervous for that, to be honest. That will be embarrassing, I would say. But you know, they can fail you easily on something very small, right? I mean, if you don't look in your mirror, it's like they can. Okay, I really like to see a 619. Maybe I should take it to small. I'm gonna base. I need to get better in London at smaller trades because obviously that is the point. I like 619, 620. Let's see. It's 221. Um, yeah, I don't need you. Where was the first percentage fair value gap of Monday, by the way? Where are you? Did we pass that already? I think so, right? Did we pass that one? I've got it on a different. I've got too many screens. Does anyone know by out of their heads? Did we already pass Monday's first presented fair value gap? Yes, we did. Monday, yes, we did. In Asia and lower, and we are above it now. Okay, we are above Monday's first presented fair value gap. So daily open at 700. Yeah, I mean, I would be really surprised if we really go lower a lot. I think I'm bullish, bullish, bullish. 630, 620. Ta-da-da-da-dum. 634. Yeah. 634. Six 620. I really like to take a trade to 620, then 640-ish. Let's see if we get a nice pullback. Pa pa pam pam pam. Where's my girl? Oh, there she is. Okay, most people think bullish. I think I would join that party as well, but I don't know. Friday always surprises me. It's like, oh, really? Let me see if I I'm just gonna paper trade for now. $6.20. What time is it? 2:25. Okay, I'm gonna position myself here. I like that 220, 620 level. Take very small. Let's see if this holds here. Not. Stop was too small. Ba-da-ba-ba-bum, bum, bum, bum. Oh my God, maybe we have to sit through the through a lot of consolidation again. Zara Trader, I can't. I'm just find it so weird. Every time when I say Happy Friday, I feel like I said it one day before. It's just crazy. I'm like, oh, here we are again. It was a nice week. It was a fun week. Um, yeah, every week it's I guess when you learn something again and you just get more knowledge, it is fun. But yeah, man, this concept of time is just crazy. I can't believe it. How how a week just sort of like, and because we are, for me it's like the moment I need to put on my weekly percentages, I'm like, oh, it's Thursday, I have to put it on, and I'm like, oh, I just switched it off. It's just crazy. I don't know. It's also with the gardener comes once or 2 weeks, and I'm, oh, it's him. Those 2 weeks as well. Like that gap is so small. It feels it just the concept of time. I don't know. I remember when I was a little girl, that adults would tell me, yeah, you better enjoy because when you get old, time goes really fast. I'm like, yeah, but how can it go faster? Time is time. It's the same, right? I mean, but it does feel like it. I don't know. Maybe I'm getting old. The adults warned me for that, and I still remember it. I'm like, it's such a weird thing. Time is like, but isn't time always the same? Yeah, it is, but it's how we experience it, I guess. And then, well, you have a saying that is, time flies when you have fun. But I would say, as a kid, I had a lot of fun. So it's not about a fun thing. I still have fun, but it's not that I have more fun now than as a kid. So I don't know. Time flies when you're having fun. Well, why is it flying now? I'm having fun now, but I think I had more fun as a kid doing things that, you know, I might not do as an adult anymore. Oh, yeah, sure. You stop me out and then you still go. Maybe let's see. Okay, I think I'm just gonna let this trade go. Then wait. If it goes high, 620, I'll wait. Yeah. Who feels the time is not going fast? Is there anyone in the chat that actually thinks that time is not going fast? Or do most people feel the same? So our trader, did you trade anything this week? Any specifics? Did you trade yesterday? Oh, I'm so cold again. Okay, let me see. I want to close the door because it's cold. Well, seek for wisdom. The sun is gone now, so I'm freezing again. My coffee is so cold. It's so technically here in August, it's subtropical, but in August there's a lot of wind, and when you have a rainy day, or it just gets for me quite cold. Even though, well, oh, it's only 16 degrees. That's cold for here. That is something that we don't have a lot, but ooh, I hate that. I want to go back to the low felt because I just prefer the weather there. It's a little bit warmer. For most people, it's too hot. Okay, we'll get 24 degrees today. It's just cold now because it's early in the morning. Thank God. How's it in Europe? Where are the Germans? Where are my Germans? I know Mether, he had to do something with one of his children, so he said he might not be here, so I know. But where is Mr. Chaos? Where are all the Germans? No Germans today. What's going on? Ah, I know why, because it's nice weather. And now the sun is shining again, huh? Okay, let's see if we can go back to 500-ish. I would take a long from there. 500, 10-ish. Let's see. I would like to see that, and then maybe take it back up again to 620. That might be a nice trade. And go back to the 5-minute. See around this area. Oh, I have to close the curtain again because of the sun. That's the because it's winter. Andre, good morning to you. Do you think we are going to all-time highs? Well, I think that is my analysis, but I'm prepared to be wrong on Fridays because I try to have more scenarios A, B, and C for Friday, and then they still come up with the D scenario for some reason. So I'm always prepared to be wrong. I'm always risk off on Friday, very careful. But looking at the weekly, we have a monthly close and a weekly close. Both are in last day of the month, right? So I always look at the monthly as well on a day like this. So we already retraced more than 40%, or we are actually above 40% right now, almost. So this blue box is the 20 to 40% TGIF range on the monthly. It's not just a weekly candle that needs to retrace. It's also a monthly candle, but we are far over 20% already. So and on the weekly, we literally turned. We're in a doji. The weekly candle is now a doji. You can see we have no body because we're right at the weekly open. You can see it. We're at the weekly open, right? So we're a doji right now. So right now, we turn from bearish to bullish. Or right now, nothing, but because there is nothing here. But because of that, we gave up so much. We literally are back at the start of the week. That is sort of, I mean, you sort of like, you have to be aware that, yeah, if you literally went back all the way up to the weekly range, we're not there yet. The weekly high is here. You said all-time highs. Are we bearish now? Why? Why would you be bearish? Um, but all-time high is here. We're not gonna make all-time highs today for sure. I mean, that's too much. Well, hey, you never know. You never know. Oh, hold on. I just wanna actually want to get into a long here. Um, I'm gonna take a long here, guys. I'm gonna take this trade. I wanted to take it right over here. I like this. Um, might be too. I mean, just paper trading, guys. Hold on. Um, uh, 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 du- 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 dum, bu- bum. I want to see you go to 620. I want to see 620. Um, what time is it? 2:38. 235. Yeah, I'm gonna leave this here to see. It's very small risk. I'm just paper trading for now. I'm just um so Andre, well, what? No, I'm just talking about today because I'm not interested. I will talk about the week when we have finished the week. I mean, there's no point in going over the week when I don't know what's happening today. At the end of the week, but I think we're going higher because of the daily here. I think we might go all the way up here. But well, let's see. I mean, pum 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 pum. I want this level to hold. I don't want this to be taken. I'm not in an account because it's too risky for now, but I am bullish, but it's a risky trade. I want this to hold. Um, what am I missing? We're below it already. 500. Okay, we're at 500 now. Pa 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 pum. It's gonna take me out. Yeah. I want this level to hold. I mean, I don't know, next week. I don't think it's. Um, let's just see how today goes. Do you think it's gonna be bearish, Andre? Ta-da-da-da-dum. Why? Just because price goes down, there's news? I don't think so. It's just a. Is there news maybe? Is there maybe? Oh, let me check. I don't think so. I mean, Friday, we don't have any normal news. It's quite some points. Hey, market is nice and volatile. That's why I'm very careful. That's just over 100 points, this move. Anyone take the short? It's a bit bearish. It's okay. I mean, we had such a nice run. Maybe it's healthy, a little bit of a pullback, right? Let me just put this off. I'm a fool. Hey, Mr. Chaos, there you are. I was missing the Germans. You are the German today because I think Mether is out with family. So you have to hold the German fort. How's it been going? I didn't see you yesterday in the chat, in the Discord. Did you do anything? Okay, let's see. One German is enough to invade the chat. We have actually. I caught a nice short New York. But you caught a short? What time? I caught the long. Did you? What time did you trade at the short? Was it the 10:30ish here? Did you take this one here? The, I mean, these ranges are massive, guys. I mean, there's so much volatility. I love it. I mean, that's why we love NQ, right? Because it's just so much opportunity, long, short, whatever you feel comfortable with. Yeah. Did you see my trade that I took in the PM session? I posted it in the Discord. I had to wait until New York PM session before I saw my trade. I didn't see anything that I liked before. I had to be very patient. What time is it? 2:51. I want to get a coffee, guy. Yeah. Oh, you need to see it. I'm very proud of it. 250 points on my runner, 160 points on the main badge. Not 300. I can't find 300 point trades. I was hoping with FOMC to get a 300 point trade, but I didn't manage to do that either. So, it's still good. I mean, I'm just maxed out about 250 at the moment. I just can't find a lot. I think that's my max for now. I still have not. I'm still haven't been able. Also, that is something for this year. I really hope to be able to do that this year, to get in London and be in the trade, position myself in London until New York 11 o'clock max. But also, hasn't happened yet. You see, yeah, I'm really proud of it. Yeah, but I had to hold until 4:30. Hasn't happened a lot. Yeah, I also like the long. I like the six, but I'm a little bit. This is a little bit of too much retracement for me, to be honest. So I'm a little bit more cautious. I don't know. I wanted to see 500 level. Um, we went a little bit lower, so I'm not sure about the long anymore. I need to. I actually want to get a coffee, but it's now macro time, so we can't go. We're not allowed to get coffee or pee around macro time. Um, let's see if we can get over that 500 level. I might get into that long. It's still 100 points, 620, but that means it has to go all the way up from what it gave down, and I just don't see it. I just wonder because we have a. I think we're going. I mean, I think I'm missing something. Or not. Or not. Pum, 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 pum. Are we already moving up? Yeah, we are. Yeah. Let's see if we can get over the weekly open again. Pam 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 pam. $2.56. Yeah, it was. But it was. Sometimes it's very clear. Then I'm okay with that. But if I'm not sure, I don't do it. But that was a clear trade. But I had to wait a long time for it. But listen, I didn't see a trade in London. I didn't see a trade at the Open. Okay, let's see, guys. Is this a long already or not? Are we? I'm gonna do it. I'm just paper trading for now. It's Friday. I don't want to take any risk. Just want to see if I can frame a trade within my risk parameters. What am I doing? I need a coffee. I really want a coffee so bad. I still like this 620 level. I want a very small stop loss. I really like this level. But are we just going to spike back up, right? Are we going to do that or not? Gonna hold. So are you ready to V-shaped recovery or not? Is it just a small retracement to go higher? Okay, I'm gonna hold this. Uh, 6 bar trade, 130 points. Yeah, I want this 620 level, really. You left equal highs. We're back at the weekly open. Okay, we need to have a body closure above 509-ish. Let's see if 3 o'clock can get us over 509. I might be too early with this trade though. 509. I need a body closure above this. Let's see. We're holding original consolidation. We went into it. Sell model. Buy side, sell side, back to original consolidation, or do you want more lower? Yeah, see, it wants lower. Yeah, I'm not putting my money on the line with this price action. Hell no. It's too bearish for me now. Pa, pa, pa. 317. Yeah, I think yeah, I need I think we're just gonna let London come down a little bit, which is sort of like normal. I mean, it made a large range yesterday and it might want to go a little bit. Seek some discount. 28,300. I'm gonna wait until 10 past 3 though. I'm gonna see what the macro does. Coffee time. Test. Just in a 1 hour order book, I'm just wondering if it's gonna hold. I just don't. I'm just more bullish than bearish, but it's just not giving me an entry, as you can see. So, um, we left the opening range gap here, but we have a lot of business to do up here as well. Um, pum, 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 pum. Where is my... Um, yeah, I'm still bullish. Yeah, we're not doing much in this macro, are we? Still like the upside. Yeah, no, it's a macro time, Mr. Chaos. We don't do, we sit through the macros. It's sort of like ingrained in my, but yeah, I am going to get a coffee. We're almost at the end. I just want to see what we're doing. We are sort of consolidating, and I wonder if we want to make more. Are we going to go lower to go higher? I think we have more business to do to the upside, but then again, we could retrace lower to go high. How much lower are we going to go higher? It makes sense that we go a little bit lower, right? But it doesn't have to. I really like the upside, but I already got stopped out twice on paper, so I'm a little bit cautious now. But yeah, I would like to have a trade up to 620. Just don't know if I can enter. It needs to be above weekly open again. I have to wait until I have a body closure above weekly open. If I have a body closure above weekly, that's why I'm waiting, because I'm sort of like sometimes it does it after the macro when you have consolidation, but we sort of finalized the market maker model. We went back to original consolidation. So I favor the upside still. So I'm sort of waiting. Um, I think it's still. It really needs to be above. Let me go to the 15. See, in 15, if we have a body closure at 315, I might go enter a long again. Let me see, my accounts are open. I'm going to open up my accounts. Okay, we're above the weekly open. Let's see. I still like it. Still like it. I favor the upside still. Bullish, bullish. I always get a little bit insecure if I get stopped out, even on paper twice. I just get very, like, I sort of like maxed out my plays, but um, in the range here. Yeah, I'm gonna do, and I'm just paper trading now. I already got stopped out twice, but um, you need to journal it. Why I was too early, but I still favor the long. See, this is too much, my stop. I don't want to go over 160 points. Can I manage 3 o'clock? What time is it? 3 past 10. Again, my same level over and over and over. Still believe in this level. This is the level I want to see. I don't want to go short until we get here. Um, but it needs to stay above this level at 315. I need to see, it needs to start ripping. I think I'm too early. 3:15. I'm above my 509 level. 3:11. Let's see. $3.12. Stay above my 509, please. I don't like this. Is risk. I don't like this. Is 40 points, almost 40 points. 2-hour trade. Hmm. 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 Okay, let's see if I get my trade. Oh, giveaway. No, well, I've nothing to give away, just my journey. I am going to partner with a prop firm from next week, but I actually asked them, please don't make me do giveaways. I actually said, oh, do I have to do giveaways? She said, no, maybe not. I said, yeah, preferably not, because I believe it just attracts the wrong crowd. But if I have to, I'll do it. But I don't believe in give. I mean, I don't believe that it really adds a lot of value. I would rather talk about the charts and price action than spending time on the giveaways, if that makes sense. But hey, who knows? I'll never say never. Um, most people will go short here, I think. Anyone going short here? I don't mind if you fade me, if you have other opinion. I'm not gonna kill you or I like that. I can always be wrong, and I'm okay with that. I can see the short. I still like the long. I think I think it might go even higher than my TP. Mm, you are at short, okay. What was my level? We need to get over this 50%. Let me go over the daily. The weekly. Yeah, we're done. Um, I think I'm gonna raise my TP a little bit. Bu- I'm gonna raise my TP to 633-ish. It's gonna be my trade. 321. Okay, I'm going to quickly get a coffee. Either I'm going to be stopped out or not, or it's going to go. I need a coffee, guys. I'll be right back. I want to see if I can. I need a little bit warmer. So my TP is about 6:33ish, and I did not raise my Y. I'm looking at this little gap here still. I'm sort of like, I don't like this one here, so I'm keeping it. I'm gonna get rid of this line here. So I look at the 1 hour order block here. See, the order block is holding, still holding the hourly. If someone was wondering why am I long. Okay, I'm gonna get a coffee quickly. Here we go. How are we going? Am I stopped out or yet? No, not yet. Still going good? Okay, let me see if I can open the curtain. I need some sun, guys. I know it's a little bit light, but I need some sun to warm up. Uh, okay, come on. Almost 3:30. Is someone with long with me? Does someone see the long, or are you all thinking I'm crazy? I can understand that. It's a counterintuitive trade, right? Does anyone know why I'm in a long? Does anyone understand why? Or what my logic is? I prefer loose leaf tea. Tapped a bullish OB, bottom formed, I think. Yes, we are in a 1 hour order block, exactly. I was looking at the order with a couple of other things, but exactly. Um, Original consolidation, buy side, sell side, midnight tapped. But I was looking at that 1 hour order block as well here. This big boy. We're sort of balanced below it for now, for the time being. I believe. We'll see. Oh, I don't look at RSI and stuff like that. And also, um, time. What time did we over the we went back over the weekly open? But yeah, let's see. I mean, I could still be stopped out. Still not out of the woods. Almost 3:30. Could slam down on me. I believe this is Asia high, right? If I'm not mistaken. Is this Asia high? Yes. Okay, Asia low, Asia high. So we tapped into Asia high again and it's reacting. So let's see if it wants to push through. Where are we looking? Maybe you have to wait until the next macro before it goes higher. Of course. Makes sense, right? Oh, you didn't hear anything because, well, it was exactly what you said. I was looking at the 1 hour OB. And going back over the weekly open, plus there was um, there was something else. I was looking at a couple of things. Um, what time? 3:15. Pum 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 pum. Oh, hello. Hello, kitty catty. Are you coming to say hello? She's like, oh my God, are you making some tuna for me today? Well, mommy's just paper trading now, mom. My big girl. So, but you'll get your tuna because mommy made a lot of money yesterday. You get your tuna today. You'll get some tuna. No, don't paper trade. I want my tuna. Hey, what are you doing? It's still a winning trade, so. Oh, price is gonna get fickle now. Pum 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 pum. Gonna put on some socks. My coffee's already cold because the temperature in the room is cold. I can't believe it's Friday already. Um. Well, anyway, if the week goes fast, it will be Monday fast as well. Do we have any interesting news? Oh, it's NFP week, right? Again, because already the first. I mean, it's also the same thing, because time goes so fast. It's always like, oh my God, it's NFP week again. If let's see, I mean, it's just the regular. So that means Monday can be a nice day. Tuesday, Monday we have PMI at 10. Anything different this week? Canadians have a holiday. We don't have many Canadians in the chat. I haven't had many Canadians, by the way. We have people from all over the world. Do you have any Canadians in the chat, by the way? Any Canadians? I don't think I've ever have seen people from Canada here. Funny. And then let's see. Again, Tuesday, also 10 a.m. The Jolts. It's just similar. Jolts used to be red folder, I thought, but lately I've seen it as orange folder, but I could be wrong. Then Wednesday, 8:15, the ADP non-farm. And we get the usual suspects. Okay. I guess so. And then 8:30 unemployment claims on Thursday. And 8 then Friday. So NFP next week. It's okay. I mean, am I going to be stopped out, guys, or not? It could be. It would be interesting how much men or women are in the chat. Can we do a poll? A poll, a poll, a poll. You want me to do a poll? Okay, we have 50 people. Okay, most people are bullish, some people are bearish for this week. We're just going to keep it to this week. And then Andre, midweek, next week, it's, you want to let Monday form, I think, but, then we have some more intel. But yeah, let's do a poll. Women versus men. How many women? Are you a man or wait? Sorry, guys. I don't do binary. I don't do. We only have two genders here. If you're born, it's what you're born. Okay. I don't want to be insulting anyone, but I just don't do morbid gender. It's just men or women. Are you a man or woman? Or child, doesn't matter. Man or woman. Female, man, woman. I love female, male, female. Are you male, female? If you are anything else, I'm sorry. Are you male or female? Okay, here we go. Arnix, I totally agree with you. Yes. I'm so sick of that whole bullshit. I'm sorry. It is exactly what you say. I totally agree with you. Doing more than two insult. Yes, I agree. Okay, guys, let's. I mean, I also am very quiet in other people's. See, only males so far. Where are the females? We seek for wisdom. I know what my gal seek for wisdom. She was here. Priya, maybe. Where are my gals? I mean, it's Friday. Maybe it's also a lot of people are not in. Doing more than two is insulting. Yeah. I know. It's a crazy discussion, to be honest. I mean, in all fairness. Yeah, and for those who might not be sure anymore, it is just how you were born. That's just. I'm into a long. Yeah, I've been into a long since. I hated to be in a trade so long. Um, on a smaller move like this and just not because it could still, literally go lower from here. Um, it's okay. Now we're good to go, I think. I ended up as a male cat. I identify as a rhino. Yeah, but Mr. Chaos, it's about are you a male rhino or a female rhino? It doesn't matter. It's either a male or a female. You can identify as anything, but are you a male or a female version of that, whatever you think? I think that might be a nice, but my horn is not that big. No, but nowadays they are cut off anyways. I mean, guys, it is um in some reserves they paint them pink, those horns. It's sort of like weird to see, but it's sort of like, but then, or they just take the horns off mostly so they don't get poached anymore. But the ones with the pink horns was sort of weird to see. It sort of looked like they are. I would rather have them seen cut off than see a pink horn. But I understand they do it for a reason, in which they have to try everything. But yeah, it's still amazing if you see one with a horn. It's something you really have to. There's a special moment without a colored horn or just a normal horn because it's just very sad. But yeah, talking about the horn. Okay, let's go. Let's go, 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 go. Let's see if the 350 macro finally makes that push. Pa, pa, pam, pa, 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 pam. So I had a long bias already here, and I took a few stabs, and then I got stopped out. Then I get insecure, and I didn't enter. But obviously, I should have entered much lower. My stop is quite. It's 40. I feel very. I get very uncomfortable when I get around 40. It's my max. My sweet spot is around 30, and especially on. I don't want to say my smaller trades, but this is a smaller trade for me. Hey, 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 you want to go outside? Oh, you're so naughty. You want to sit in the sun? I try to get my sweet spot is 30 points. But when I go over, I know I'm too, most of the times I'm just too late to the party. It tells me, because here is 38, that tells me I'm late. But because I got insecure a little bit because I got two stop outs. On paper, it doesn't matter for me if it's paper or not. And then I start freezing a little bit, or I get like trigger. I just don't, I'm too late to the party, so to speak. Because the thing is, when you get stopped if you're too early, and it's just a timing thing, you make up for the loss. Because let's say I got stopped out here, and where was it? Here and here. But if it's just a matter of timing, chaos, we talked about this, right? If it's a timing thing, you make up for the loss if you get in on a lower level, right? So you really want to be able to sort of like reset very quickly, and be able to still. But I said it as well. Like, I feel insecure now because I got two stop outs, blah blah blah. But the point is, if it's a timing thing, you want to make up for those two smaller losses, right? On the time when it goes back up. So this is a little bit too high for me, but I just needed a little bit more confirmation because I just didn't want another stop out. I just hate being wrong. I don't mind being monetary wise. If I'm stopped out, it's okay. If everything is following my rules, but being in this does bother. I'll journal it, and I could still be stopped out, by the way. But these are things that are very important to me, like execution. When I paper trade, it's all about improving execution, getting better in timing, making sure that if I had two stop outs, that when the trade really presents itself, that you don't hesitate. And that's something that I sometimes struggle with, and especially on Monday, when for some reason Monday, I sometimes, oh my God, and then my analysis is there, and then I just freeze. So, and then you lay it all out, and then you don't take it. And then your stop loss is so small. And then you wait again, and then your stop loss is bigger. And that upsets me a little bit. Okay, 350. Isn't that sad? Well, I live in, yeah, I know. I've done a lot of conservation work here, and that's what I want to get back to as well. So we had a guy here. He did the K9 protection of the rhinos. Where is he, by the way? Haven't seen him for a while. We had we have someone in the chat or in the group. He assists in the protection of rhinos and with dogs. Yeah, we have a lot of groups that help in those situations. But yeah, it's sad. Okay, let's see. Being the last rhino, imagine that you're the, well, a specific species already gone. Are you a male female? Hey, we've got 11 votes. Only come on, guys. There are 50 people. We need to know. I think the females are they voted. Hey, 33% female, 67% male, so one third. But I guess a lot of people didn't vote. Yeah, keep voting, guys. Let's see. I think the female will be low. I think it might be max a quarter if everyone is here. Maybe even less. I think maybe even less than a quarter. If everybody would vote, I think it will be less. But we need to, yeah, see, there we go. Um, we need to get more females in. Pom pom pom, come on, come on. The 350 macro. We love the 4 o'clock macro. So yeah, I definitely think my positioning should have been better on this trade because I was already aiming for that long all the time. But then I got, yeah. So I have more of a problem with fear than FOMO. There is a woman. Hey, Dottie, long time no see. How are you doing? Dottie from France, right? If I remember correctly. I haven't seen you for a long time. We miss our gals. Anyone from Australia? Yes. Yeah, so I don't think I have anyone from Canada. I mean, I don't think I ever had someone from Canada. So just because we went over the news and I saw some Canadian thing, hey, that's actually funny because we have USA, the Germans, we have France, some Middle Eastern people as well, Qatar, even from Iran, um, many countries, India, um, yeah, Australia. I think we had a few from Australia. Some African countries as well. Arnish, where are you from, by the way? I can't remember. I don't know if you ever told it, but if you ever mentioned it, but I think you did. Arnix, I think you're USA, right? Or are you European? Turkey. Correct, from France. I'm back now. I had to deal with family issues. Oh, I'm so sorry, Dottie. Yeah. You seem very young, Dottie. I also lost my. I live in I see. I remember you mentioned it. Yes, Norway and Lithuanian. That's a nice combination, like a Vikingish. I was actually thinking. I lost my dad as well a couple of years ago, and it gets, time heals wounds, but it never, it always is like when you lose someone, it takes time always, right? You have to it's a process, and sometimes you go back into time, but yeah, unfortunately, it's part of life, and it's always hard. I was actually thinking about my dad in the sense of he never knew. He was very, I don't want to say, he was not an easy person, let me put it that way. And I always thought that I never was the did well enough for his, because he was, he was not an engineer, and he was very good at everything he did. He was very, very good at, and he wanted the same for me. But when I was younger, I didn't have that level of perfection, or I just wanted to also explore and things like that. So I was thinking about my journey as a trader, because I know he had stocks and he had a portfolio, and I was just wondering this week later, like, how would he would think about me doing this? What if he was still around, right? And I was thinking that in bed this week, like, how would he be proud of me? And I was actually about my trade yesterday. I was actually thinking about him as well. I guess then my dad is not around. I have to ask Daddy ICT if he's proud. Who's waiting? Yeah, Alex. I love it. I hope ICT finally puts PW in his place. Did you, Arnix, did you hear that spaces or that kid? Yeah, that um but yeah, Dottie, I wish you all the strength in this period of time. It's hard. But yeah, hey, listen, Arnix, I really hope that ICT follows through with it. I think he does now. And then and that little man child of a PW is being put in his place. And then he'll shut up. He's so childish. I mean, come on. He's a man child. Okay, 69. We've got 16 votes, 69% male, 35% female. Ooh, we're getting females in. Now, I don't hope that there are men just clicking on as a female, right? Guys, if you just dress up in the weekend, that doesn't count, okay? It's how you were born. So if you want to wear a dress in the weekend, that doesn't count, okay, guys? 39%, we're getting to 40% female. And that's nice. That's good. Oh my God, this trade. Not only in the weekend. Yeah. Ah. Hey, but it's a thing. It is a thing. Are you a full-time trade? Yes, it's my well, I actually don't want to trade full-time, but I am it's my source of income. And YouTube obviously is part of it. So I would say I'm a full-time trader. I also do a little bit of a mentorship. So yeah, I'm spending most of my time around the charts, which I really like. But I don't want to trade full-time, if that makes sense. I really try to trade um, one trade per account max per day now. Yes. But I should actually say I'll give myself room to trade every session, but one trade per account per session. Let me put it that way. And I don't always do that, but that's how I try to do that. And I paper trade a lot, especially if I'm not sure yet and I just want to see what the market is doing. I told you, for example, now I'm talking and I'm just literally forgetting to get into my charts. And this is just a paper trade. I just totally forget. I'm just not thinking about it. But I treat them the same. I mean, a paper trade is just the same for me. I journal my trades the same as a paper trade. Um, yeah, I totally forgot about it, to be honest. And I got my coffee and it's okay. The only difference, what I do differently on a paper trade and on a trade that if I'm in my account, if I have my stop here and I'm in a paper trade, I let it go to my stop for journaling purposes. But if I would be in my account, I would, if I already see, oh my God, I'm really on the wrong side of the curve, I'll bring it to break even, or I don't let it go all the way lower. But for now, for example, if I will be stopped out, I leave it for journaling purposes. Um, to see where did I enter for the whole picture. So that's the only difference with my paper trading, is my stop loss placement at the end, when I get stopped out. That's the only difference. Do you trade in New York session? I do. Yes, but not live. I actually, my best trades are, I do much better in New York session for some reason, trading wise. Um, I am thinking, no, it's, well, Mr. Chaos, that's what I'm trying to say. That is because you are not detached from the monetary value of your trades. That's why you become so emotional. Hey. Um, I have no monetary attachments to any of my trades. For me, it's about being wrong or right. Um, Paper trading on live is different. I mean, I don't paper trade I don't backtest because that's for me, that doesn't do anything. But on live, I have the same feeling as on. But you have to detach yourself from the monetary value. Um, it's where you learn. It's where you learn without costing you any money. If you learn while putting money on the line, I don't think that's very smart to do. That's what I used to do, but no, I love paper trading. Paper trading is really. Um, but if you still have that feeling, I mean, you need to be able, and it's so weird. And I knew that people were telling me that as well. Like, if you get to a point that your stop losses are so minimal, you don't care being stopped out. So I don't have that feeling of being stopped out, also not on paper, unless I'm not following my rules. But I get very upset when I miss a trade, even on paper. I get the same emotion, like, oh my God, I'm too late. I miss my. I have the same emotion, and I journal it. Like, I need to journal this, that I'm too late here. My stop loss is too large for me here, especially being stopped out twice on paper. That bothers me. And if I get stopped out now, I would have a larger stop loss than I actually should have had, because I hesitated after two paper stop losses. Now, normally I try, if I have two losses on one account, I don't trade that account anymore unless they're very small, or if I bring it to break even, then I can keep going. But if I have two losses on one account, I stop. Then I go to another account, for example. But then it doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, I look at my overall P&L. But yeah, this upsets me. This is not. This is something that that needs to be better. Hey. No, I don't. I totally disagree with you there. I have to disagree with you, but that's okay. Um, how do you learn? How would you? I would. For me, I think forward testing, it has a totally different value than I used to back test, but I've stopped back testing. I think back testing is good when you're starting to learn a strategy. But for me, forward testing is just all I do now. But it doesn't mean back testing is bad. But for me to have that, sometimes with back testing, you know already the outcome of a run or something, and then you can cheat, right? Sort of like you already know what's going to happen. But I cannot cheat here. I don't know what's going to happen. If I get stopped out now, it's just because it's a limit, my limitation of knowledge or wrong analysis. So that's why I like forward testing. I loved it. I love, but I think it's also how you get to know your bad habits. If you do something on paper, you have to treat it the same. Okay, Mr. Chaos, this is the most important thing is you have to journal your paper trades. If you don't journal them, you don't get any value out of them. I journal a lot. This is going into my journal, my hesitation here, my two stop outs go into my journal, so I make like a whole story. So it takes time. So I use the tool. I got in here, I got stopped out here, blah blah blah, and then time, and then how I got in too late here and why I still got in. Um, I hope it's not going to be a third stop out. Hey, Christy. Well, welcome to the family, I would say. The good, the bad, the ugly of trading, all here. Remember, I said I don't like this here. It's a little imbalance, still open. That's why I didn't move my stop loss. Oh my God, this weather again. Yeah, this PA is annoying, right? It could still stop me out, guys. And then go lower and then go high, whatever. Let's see, are those order blocks holding or not? We don't have a 5-minute order block. We'll see. 10 past 4. Annoying. Isn't that 588 an OB that we just rejected on the 5-minute? It looks a little bit bearish, yeah. It's very wicky. I still don't like this, but let's see. See if these hold for now. 10 past. it's raining again. Man, this trade is a torture, becoming a torture now. I'm almost getting to the point that, okay, either stop me out or go to my level. Very weird. This is very weird price action, to be honest. I mean, we go all the way into here. We sort of like, then we go lower again, but we still disrespect these here. It's very odd. I would almost feel like a little bit manual override. It's just not normal. What's the push? You want to push? Come on. I know you want to push. I'm still trusting the 1 hour order block. London is weird to trade. Yeah, I mean, I'm not good at London lately. Trading it, not as how I trade New York. I have much more confidence in my trades in New York, but I think it's a lack of knowledge on my end that I need to practice more. Because it just moves a little bit differently, and I do want to be able to get better at these smaller trades. I call them smaller trades because, yeah, I mean, it's still a good trade if it reaches my TP, right? I mean, how many points is it? Almost 100, 125. Um, are we finally moving? Come on, go, go, go. It's 4:14. It needs to happen now. Otherwise, I might just get out of it. 487 divided by 4, 121 points. No, I don't do partials on these smaller trades. I explained it, right? If it would be my live account, if it starts to go lower and I feel, then I would take, but I'm not, I would rather be stopped out than take. If I have like a 250, I took partials on my trade yesterday. When it went to 50%, I took, at 150 points, I took most of my position off, and then I brought my stop loss to break even, but also I brought it to the level where I took my TP off, and then I had the last two micros. They ran 250 points, and I'm much more aggressive in New York. I trail. I move stop. In London, I don't do that as much. And I mentioned why I don't go here because of this little thing here. I just don't want to be stopped up. It's just peanuts. I feel like to be better long run as New York can be best. London is sometimes low volume, hard to, yeah. Yeah, I struggle with London sometimes. I just need more. I just need more intel sometimes, and then I just have to wait. But for London, I need to be able to trade 20, 30, 50 point trades, and I just let those go. But I think what I want to do is also trade those. And I sort of like let them go. But I think in London, especially when you stream, I think it is nice on stream to take those smaller trades as well. So that's what I want to do. But if I would have a smaller trade, I could have traded up to here and be out, right? It's also not a bad trade. I'm sort of programmed for those larger trades now, but I it just takes so much more time. Especially now, I could still be stopped out. That would be actually painful. Did we miss anything? Let me see what the poll, 20 votes, 65% male, 35% female. Ooh, it would be nice if we can get it to 40%. That's actually better than I expected. That's not too bad, guys. 35, 65. Okay, what are we going to do? Shall I exit the trade? Not too bad indeed, right? 21, 67, 33%, one third. Okay, not bad, not bad. But a lot of people, 30 people didn't vote, almost 30 people. So let's say, I think it's, yeah, I would assume that most female have voted and a lot of males might not. So I think it'll go down. But hey, listen, we'll do it once in a while. For 21 votes, we've got around 7, 8 females. Well, I'm happy. I'm happy to see that. Golly, man. Woof. And Q, you're making me work hard for this. What time did I get in? Three o'clock. She works hard for the money. And Q, you're making me work hard. I think I'm going to lower my TP to 620 again. I just want to be sure that I'm getting, if it goes there, I want to be taken out. So I'm going to lower it again. I think it could be higher, but I don't want to take the risk. This was my initial, remember? And then because I thought we were gonna get there at the earlier, and then I thought, okay, you know what? It went lower, so let me raise my. But this is gonna be it. Yeah, it's well. If it eventually goes, I wouldn't mind, but to be stopped out after 3 hours waiting, even on paper, that pisses me off. I would be pissed off. Yeah. So, you know what I'm also already thinking? I'm like, okay, could I have entered earlier? Because sometimes price retraces and then you could have entered later at the same level. So I'm already thinking like, could I have a better entry with saving time, for example? Now, I think I ended somewhere here. But then again, here I'm like, okay, well, if I miss this, I could have saved myself 15 minutes of waiting, being in. But I think, like I said before, my entry is pretty bad for considering I had a long bias already for when we started here. I was already trying too early. So this is a bad entry for me. When it went lower, 10 to midnight. I mean, yeah, should have been better. But I already went over that. So, yeah, let me show you the hourly candle here, the 3 o'clock. We opened, let me go. I can show you what I think I should have done better. Where's my 3 o'clock? Yeah, three. So 3 o'clock opened here. My entry should have been in this area from below the open. This should have been because we already had this data here, right? We already had this. So open, it goes lower here, and then it goes higher, and then here you have your retest. So this in this area should have been my entry. You see, you have the open, and you want to be position yourself in the wick, and then you have the distribution to the upside. Yeah. So that's how I usually trade my power of three, my AMD. So then your stop goes right over here, and you have a much better position, right? And less risk. It's all about risk. It's all about how can I get my risk smaller and better. So yeah. This is really bad for me. Not, I mean, that's actually a difference of how many points? Almost 30 points too high. I chickened. They make you die before, yeah. Yeah, I'm almost also like, yeah, it will go there, but it's sort of like it wants to take out people that have worse entries. Like this went pretty deep again. It's sort of like almost disrespected these. I would say order blocks, but then on the 5 minute we don't have any order blocks. I already disregarded those. See, if you would consider this an order block, it's like, oh my god, it's not, it's going lower, so we have to go short, right? But for me, that 1 hour order block is still the one that's leading. Oh, come on, baby. Guys, if you know how cold my hands are, Oh, we've got more votes. Now it's 71-29, so it's one third now. Yeah, I think if the more votes we get, the lesser females. But it's okay. I mean, it's still it's not that bad. So we're happy. We want more females. Yeah, I can't. No, yeah. The thing is, if I put music on, I get a strike. We're not allowed. I mean, you can do from uh, music that you're allowed to, but bump it up is probably you cannot do that. I get a strike for violation if I put music without any. I wish we could, and then I would put music on all the time. But you have we can put music on, but it's so strike-free music, but it's boring. But I think everybody can put. I was just thinking, yeah, if I put music on, I'm always wondering, people want their own music because um, it's better that you put your own music, or if you want to watch something else, we could jam together. That would be fine. Yeah, but we could do that in the Discord. Okay, come on now, baby. Come on, bring it higher. So also, the difference when would you normally bring your stop to break? Even when you have a large displacement, we don't have really. It's just up and down, up and down, up and down. It's just grinding up, right? So you don't really have this larger displacement, but we are over 50%, so I can bring it to. I'll bring it to break even now because I'm also fed up. I want to be stopped out. If we go lower again, I'm done. Can bring it here, Buns. You'll pay me to get out. I trust the level. Ah, pum 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 pum. It's Friday, last day of the week. Yeah, I think I'm bullish still. I think that 1 hour order block might be whole. If we start really disrespecting them, then I might turn bearish. But ES also looks like it wants to go higher. But hey, listen, it's Friday. Um, so um, they could surprise us. They could. I'm long from 570. Just that you know. Well, let's hope we get our TP soon. Um, we might have to wait until the next macro though. They might bring it down a little bit. Let's see. I still like that 33 level, but I think 620 is my safe spot. I just want to be out. Yeah, and also what I don't be careful because there's a little gap here at 570. Five, it's a little bit higher though. Yeah, 576. Ooh, I'm hungry again. I think I have the last avocado from my tree, but guys, so the tree is done. I mean, this tree gave over hundreds of avocados, which is beautiful. I wonder if the batch of next year will be a little bit smaller because we had literally avocados from that tree that were this big, really huge, like ostrich eggs size. So I asked ChatGPT like, okay, can I expect because last year the tree started giving avos in December, or even I think even November, the first ones. But I don't think it has time because I think it has a lot of flowers though now. So there's bees, but I think next year. So, but it's almost in a couple of months. I don't think I'm going to get these large avos. Maybe a smaller avos, but we'll see. I mean, I have the last one fell that I were able to catch before the monkeys and the birds got to it. So, oh, I don't like that candle. 5:33. We might really have to wait. Oh boy. Don't you go back. Yes, I think I agree. But I don't like this little gap here. Let's see. I wanted to see my 9 minute. What do we have on the 9 minute? We could go back into the wick here. Well, at least we took out the equal highs here. Oh, we did not. Did we or did we not? The high is 611.75. We did not. We did not. Okay, we still have not taken out the high. Hey, Road Futures, how are you doing? We are being tortured by NQ in this trade. Look what we set through. Man. Oh, really? Yeah, but your entry, yeah, but that's the I that then that's the thing. When you have a high entry, it's always annoying because you don't know if it can pull back for before the macro, right? So for me, it's not an issue because I've well, I still don't have a good entry. Don't get me wrong. But the better your entry is, the more you can sit through these. You saw the trade yesterday, right? Do you see how many times it sort of like before it even went up, I had to sit through a drawdown as well a little bit, and then even though it where I took my TP, it went lower, but I kept it because I still had confidence in the trade. That's why it's so important. That's why I hammer on my paper trading, on my entries to get the better positioning so I can sit through these horrible times, and not be, not get nervous for being stopped out, because the only way you can do that is like having enough room for it to go back into and not being stopped, not going into your stop loss. But I think you're still good. I mean, I would think it could go into here, but oh, we still have another one here as well. Well, we'll see. I mean, uh, 7-Eleven, you say? I would say a little bit higher, 715-ish, 716-ish. I could see a reversal around 715, maybe even higher, to be honest. But yeah, that's a level I have as a potential, but also 770. Um, 718. I don't think anything will happen until 720. I don't think we're going to get a reversal at 7. I think at least 720 is something where we have to go to. Um, yeah, I don't believe in orders, to be honest. For me, it's just about the algorithm. The algorithm is already, it doesn't matter how many orders are anywhere. Man, we have to sit through another. Henry, if you see my trade yesterday, I had a 250 point trade. I knew exactly where price was going to go. Thank you to Mr. ICT. To the tick. It's in the Discord. I took partials at a very exact level, and I took my TP at a very exact level. Thank you to Mr. ICT for sharing his knowledge and his wisdom with us. 250 points and knowing exactly where price goes? Nah. Proof is in the Discord. Timestamped everything. 2 hours before, I already put my TP, and I already said partials here, final TP there. I'm sure you don't do the same. Ugh, get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. With your 7-Eleven. You know, it's always the same. It's always the same thing. People that try to perceive themselves that you know what's going to happen, and they always start bashing ICT. It's always. I already when you were saying that, I was like, oh my god, here we go again. Ugh. It's not pattern recognition. You have no idea what you're talking about. I'm so fed up with this bullshit all the time. You know, you can have an opinion, but it's always about the same thing, trying to perceive yourself as, oh, look, I know where price is going. And then the ICT things always starts, oh, ICT this, ICT that. Just have respect for whatever people are doing. If you're profitable, I'm happy for you. But don't tell me that I'm a pattern, that I just look for patterns. Because you have no idea how I trade. And to be honest, well, I don't want to go that route. I'm just getting so annoyed with this negative bullshit all the time. Oh, I'm sorry that I don't have a dick to compete with you. Hey Daniel, how are you doing? Are you able to connect on Lucid platform? Lucid platform? What do you mean? No, I don't have Lucid. Um, grab a tequila. No, not when I don't think that's wise, guys. If I grab tequila, that's the one alcohol that I should not drink. That made me do funny stuff. It might be nice for you guys to see on stream, but well, there's enough footage of me drinking tequila, I guess, from my old days or my partying years. So, um, but thank you, Henry. I appreciate that. Daniel, I don't trade Lucid because I'm not allowed to trade Lucid because I live in South Africa and I believe South Africa is on the restricted list. So I have a collaboration starting on Monday. So the review will come on Monday, guys, if everything works out. I mean, I'm always um, what do I want to say? Now I lost my train of thought. Um, yeah, the review will come on Monday if everything. I don't see any problems, but you never know. But yes, Monday will be the day. And but for now, the only platform that I trade has been funded next. But that will change from Monday. There will be another one added. I'm still allowed to trade funded next, but I will mainly trade the 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 products from the collaboration that I'm going with. And most important, obviously they want me to promote the product, but I always I won't be shilling any codes, promotion codes for myself. Any commission will not go to me. That will go to ICT's St. Jude's charity. So then I can freely promote something without having to. So I'm not going to make any money off it. So that was the deal that I was able to also. I went back to my collaboration partner. I said, listen, I I'm really struggling with the one thing of the collaboration, that is how am I going to promote something when I hate, well, you guys who've been with me for a while, I've always been bashing the shilling of those codes. I'm just against it actually, because it turns traders into car salesmen. It is all about the codes at some point. And I just, and I think there's a lot of negativity around it. So that was for me the perfect solution. When he came up with it, I was like, okay, that is a solution for me. Anytime fast forward, even if ICT would stop with his with the promotion, I will also don't. It will always go to a form of charity. It will never go to me or the company or ICT. That's number one rule. So then I can just, promote a product without feeling shame. I just, yeah, I think it's, I don't know, it just feels cheap to me. Like I don't need, if I'm a trader, I don't need money from affiliate commissions to make my living, right? Because I'm a trader. I make money from trading. And yeah, and I don't want to benefit from my community. I want to give something to the community and not benefit from it. If it makes sense, if that makes sense. Obviously, we all need to make money. Don't get me wrong. The collaboration will pay me. Obviously, we'll make a deal, but I don't want to make money off my community. If that makes sense. Iris, the fact that you're in a long shows you know what you're doing. I'm not trying to rain. No, it's okay. It's okay. Listen, Henry. Apologies if I come hard on you, but you know, I mean, we've been free from scammers a while, but I'm just, there's so much. Sometimes people just come in and they only come in to bash ICT, and I really, don't get me wrong. I love it when people have different trading. They trade different things, but it's all about. It's always the same thing, that they come in and they try to bash it and sort of like, distract me and stuff like that. So, but I appreciate your the what you're saying. So, but yeah. Uh, so Henry, I live in South Africa, but I'm Dutch. I moved here a couple of years ago. It's almost 5 years now, guys. It's crazy. No, yeah, 5 years ago I moved here, and I could not have stayed here without ICT. That's the truth. I wasn't profitable until I was introduced by, I was doing TPO. I like TPO, by the way. It wasn't bad, TPO, but it wasn't enough for me. And then I got into ICT, and then everything started making sense. But I've done extensive studying, journaling for 3 years now. So, and now I'm really getting to a point that my trades are, I average in New York between 100 and, well, I had twice 300-point trades, so I'm trying to get more of them. But my average, I don't trade less than 100 points most of the times now. And I couldn't have done that without ICT. That's the truth for me. I didn't have the knowledge. I didn't have the logical background. But it came from studying, but then also going into the charts and building your own models and shaping your own if-then statements. So building on a foundation, right? You build on you get a foundation, you take it, and then you make it your own, and you build on top of that. But yeah, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be able to live the life that I live without. I think I would not, if I would have done the same what I've done. So I don't think I would have become profitable. So I think I started now 7 years ago in total. 3 years ICT now. Profitable after one, and I always mix because time goes so fast. I was profitable, and then I thought, oh my God, I'm so good. And then I got back to break even for almost 6 months. And then I was consistent. But I guess it was was it 1 year? 1 year ICT, then it was a little bit too early. then I had to go back. I couldn't get it back to profitable. I went back to break even, and then 1.5 years it really started to get better and more consistent. So Viral, no, I think, hold on, 18 months, 12 months, 18. Yeah, I think 12 months was my first payout, and then I went back to break even, and then after 18 months, I got consistently profitable. But the first payout was 12 months. Yeah, it was something 12, 13 months in. But I wasn't, I had a couple of payouts. I was really like, oh my God, look, I'm the best. You know, I got like really excited. But I got humbled very quickly, and then I didn't get to a payout. It's not like there is one thing, it's not like one thing that clicks and you're there. It's like little things, and you have to keep working on them. But yeah, that was very frustrating because you think you're finally there. You have a couple of payouts, and then suddenly 6 months you can't manage it again, and then you go back to break even, which is the most frustrating state you can be in. But it's actually a good state because you're not losing and you're just learning. But it doesn't show in your P&L, right? But it's actually I did a short on it, or a video, because there was someone in the chat that when I started the YouTube stream, someone said I'm in break even, and I'm so frustrated, and I just remembered how I felt, and like, oh my God, I remember that as well, in those 12 to 18 months in. But then again, I mean, it was still not, you're still learning. So it's actually, I was very impatient as well. I'm still impatient. So I'm always battling with impatience. But so I made a video on it because it was like, actually, in hindsight, it wasn't really that bad. It's just you're still learning, and you just have to tweak some things, or the markets change. At that moment, you just don't know what it is, why you can't make it work. Yeah, so for those who are in break even, oh my God, Vera, listen, I'm going to be honest with you. I've lost so many accounts, and I still lose accounts sometimes. When I don't follow my rules, I can tilt, I have the same issues like everyone else. It's very important for me to stay very rule-based, stick to my rules. If I don't do that, I still lose an account sometimes. I still do that, but that only, I know exactly what I need to do to prevent that. And the moment I stop doing that, I can tilt, I get into overthinking. So I'm very rule based. But listen, how many accounts? I'm not. I have no idea. A lot. I've been bad with. I didn't put a stop loss in for a while when I started, because I didn't want to lose. So, and then I put a stop loss in, and I just moved it around to oh my God, it's going to my stop. Let's quickly move it further away. I've done it all. That's why I'm so strict with myself, and that's why I paper trade a lot as well, to keep on, getting better at my executions, and being stopped out sometimes. So yeah, I'm not different as anyone else. If I don't follow my rules, if I don't, I can lose everything again tomorrow. It's as simple as that. Because it's just biology. I think I'm disciplined in life, but something happens in my brain that just, if I just start doing specific things, I just keep on going, and then I just eventually lose everything. Just simple as that. Oh, I wish, oh my God, I'm so cold here. I wish I was in a stage, it's so hard to manage, although the accounts cost 50, but mentally, yeah, it's, and you get so fed up with yourself, right? And then you keep on doing the same thing over and over and over. So for me, it's very important to have a set of rules and if-then statements, and follow them. And it's a double-edged sword, being disciplined, because sometimes you need to let trade go, and it's moving. And then you're like, yeah, it's just not, it just doesn't fit yesterday I had to wait until 2 o'clock to the New York PM session to see a trade that I really liked. and everything lined up, and I thought, okay, now I enter and I feel confident. And well, it's in the Discord, the trade. But I didn't feel in London. I didn't feel comfortable to take the long. Bowser took that long, and it was an awesome trade. I didn't like the short, and I let that go. And then in the pre-market prep, I also saw a trade. I didn't want to take it, but I could I could see what was happening. I let that go. I really had to wait till 2 o'clock yesterday, and then like, okay, now I feel comfortable. So sometimes you just have to wait until something that matches your if then statements, what you're looking for. And sometimes you just don't feel comfortable, you just let it go. And sometimes you just don't know why, right? Why didn't you get in at 472? Yeah, well, I think you're late to the party. Okay, I'll go. That's a good question because I went over that I said my execution was shit. Why? I got stopped. I had a long bias already before this trade, and then it started going lower. So I had two paper trade stop outs. And I am battling not with FOMO, but with fear. So, exactly, Henry, I should have gotten in at 3 o'clock. I always get in at the manipulation move of a candle. So my entry should have been here, but I was still, because I had two paper trade stopper, I got insecure. This was pure insecurity. And that's exactly what I have to journal. And because for me, it's all about my risk and getting better trades, right? And I'm 30 points in too high here. But yeah, I went over that exactly that. I should have gotten in there exactly. So, but it was because for me, I was like, oh my God, I already have two stop. Even though it's just paper, I feel I get stressed because and get insecure, and it was fear. I was like, oh my God, maybe I'm wrong, but my long bias was already here because I believe that the algorithm wants to go here before going lower. I do believe in the short. I also have a short bias, but I do believe at least we have to go here or maybe here, maybe a little bit higher as well. But yeah, it was just pure fear based because of two stop outs on paper. And that's why oh my God, I just hesitate. I line it out everything, and I'm like, oh, I want to go long here, and I just waited. I said, oh, I need more information. No, you don't. You need to get in. Stop should have been right below here, and in this area. And that's how I normally trade. That's how I try to trade, but I don't know. That was just fear. So no, I don't want. I just want to do it. I didn't think about that, but I don't. I think. Um, the more mechanical, rule-based I am, the less emotions and things are come into play. But on Mondays, also, I in London, I have that sometimes that I hesitate. But I think maybe because I'm rusty from the weekend or something, I still try to figure out what it is. But it is really a weird thing because I was very convinced about the long already when we started, and this was a very nice level. So it's a very weird. I'm still trying to figure out why it happens, and but I managed to overcome it here. And I said, oh, I want now more confirmation about over a specific level. But having a very small stop loss and you get stopped, you don't care, right? If you just 5 or 10 points, I don't care if I get stopped out. But when it gets to 38 points, I get uncomfortable because my sweet spot is around 30. But if I'm already long biased here, I should have brought it to 10. Oh, there we go. So yeah. Hey, and NED. So yeah, I'm battling fear sometimes. That's it. I start to get insecure after a stop out, but I just need to get back into the game. And oh my God, I hate when it does that, when it taps into my level and doesn't take me out. Took 3 accounts to pass, but was close to payout, but lost it when I started. It was 5 months ago in trading. Oh, so you're also quite new. Hey, Annie, is it Annie? Annie, can I call you Annie or is Annie D? First time here. Welcome, welcome. We have such a nice guys. I love my community, so I'm very protective of it because I don't care about really growing fast. I care about what we have here, so that I also don't do social media because I don't really, you know. But yeah, I really love the chat. I mean, we've got such a nice group of people. I can't say it enough. I'm gonna say it every once a month. And I'll try to keep it only at the end of the month. So you took 3 accounts to pass, but was close to a payout, but lost it. Yeah, it's very frustrating, right? Um, um, but you're 5 months ago. You're a baby. I mean, I'm still a baby as well, but 5 months is nothing. That's actually very impressive if you are already get almost to a payout. Uh, Using ICT a year ago. Hey, Farrell, just journal. I mean, yeah, it happens. I think we all relate to it. Listen, it's just it's so frustrating when you're almost there and you lose it. Yeah. And it's just I don't know. It's always for me it's impatience when I get impatient. So that's why I'm thinking of going back to uh on my funded obviously I don't have a consistency rule, but going on my funded accounts on prop firms, going back to only consistency rules in funded stage because when I don't have that, that's where I can get greedy and where I can sort of like, oh my God, it's just I'm doing so well today. Let me do another trade on that account, and then I go, I give back money. But when you have a consistency rule, you know, you're done at some point. You can't go over. So I'm thinking, it's sort of maybe I need that a little bit. So I don't know. I'm trying to get. I'm thinking if I am disciplined enough to, guys. It tapped into my level, but it didn't take me out. So technically, Bartos, are you on the monthly? You're maybe on the monthly contract, and I'm on the NQ one. Yeah, I think maybe even longer, Viral. I mean, I have been studying. When I started, there was no if I wanted to stay in South Africa and make money, I had to if I don't want to get back into my old job online, go into I had to make it work with trading. So I studied like 8 hours per day plus screen time, plus journaling, a lot of time. But I was like, yeah, this is the only thing that I can really make work. So I put a lot of time in it. But yeah, hallelujah. 5 o'clock macro. Oh man, quite exact level, isn't it? Tapping into it, you need to go over it. But Bartos, I think you're on the monthly contract, right? Could be, or on a CFD maybe. Are you kidding me? I think it's gonna leave this behind for later. Let's see. Well, what's the hardest stage? Losing people, having to let go of people that were not supportive. People don't want you to be profitable. You have to find you have to let go of people. How dare you include only two? Yeah. Lucy, we were very, I was very, I said, yeah, I'm sorry. It's only, we only have two genders here. And I also said very clearly, if you dress up in the weekend, it doesn't count. You have to use the gender that you're born with. Hey, Ziz Hanafis. Hey, that's a funny name. Ziz Hanafis. You, that is. Oh, let's see. Let's see the poll. Oh, 43 votes, guys. You've got 43 votes now. 80% male, 20% female. Okay, we got stopped out. Yay. Oh no, TP hit. I said stop out. Finally, man, there was a 2-hour trade. But Zizhan Nafis. Zizhan. Yeah, you can't talk about trading with other people. You can't. If they're not in it, if you're not in it, they are not. So that was hard. But I mean, it was a choice. Family included. They don't really care, and so you can tell they're not interested. I have one friend from work. We used to pool together, and he was just very honest. And I know he was very happy with me, but he said, listen, I have no idea what you're talking about, but I'm so happy for you. And I know that was genuine. And he's a coach as well. He has a coaching background. So it was more of a coaching that he was literally more interested in how I was doing with it, and the how it was impacting me, and how I also could use my coaching background. That's why I do the mentorship, because I do have a coaching background, because I feel like I want to do something, but I don't want to get it back into my old job. But he was genuinely interested, but he said, I have no idea what you're saying, but I'm really happy, and I know exactly how he felt. But most people, they said, oh, how are you doing? And then when you go into it, oh, they just don't care. Especially with the YouTube channel, when you're new, they never ask, how's your YouTube channel doing? How's it growing? And those are little things, especially when you start, that just, you can tell there's no interest. There's just no interest, especially when you do well. They just don't care. But there's always a few people that do care. But they don't, but they are very rare. Um, but that's okay. I mean, and I never realized how much I needed a community, and until I got the YouTube channel, we started to get a community. And I'm like, wow, I really miss this. I really, really miss this. Um, yeah, so the biggest win of the YouTube channel is the community, the chat. Are you a full-time trader? Well, I spend a lot of money behind money. What did I say? I spend a lot of time behind the charts, but I don't. So I guess I'm a full-time trader, but I don't want to trade full-time. So my pre-market prep, for example, the purpose of the pre-market prep is get in, get out, and be very fast. So get a trade either before the open or at the open, be out before 9:40ish, maybe latest 9:44. That is what we try to do at pre-market prep. And if that doesn't work, then maybe latest, then after 10 o'clock, there will be a trade. But I really want to try to get 100 points before 9:44, 45. And we managed to do most of the time. So I'm not a full-time trader, but I am busy with YouTube, mentorship, yeah, most of the times that is what I do. But I love doing it. I love tape reading. I can tape read all day. Yeah, I love tape reading. Okay. Well, we're going higher now. Man, that was a long. That was not an. That was horrible, actually. This trade. This was not nice to sit. I mean, I hate this actually. I don't like it. But yeah, green is green. But then again, I would have hated being by myself and traded this, but because we were just doing it together. And yeah, a lot to journal for me, guys. Especially, that was a good question from Henry. Why didn't you get in there? Yes, exactly. So I need to journal that. Analysis was good. Execution was not the best on my end. 2 losses, all paper, but that doesn't matter for me. And then a bad entry here. Still a 110-point trade. But obviously the losses go on. It's still green on the day, if those were real trades, because I made up. But like I said before, if you are, and Mr. Chaos, we talked about this many times, right? You have to decide, are you wrong, or is your timing off? If your timing is off, you make back the losses on the way down. And that's why it's so important to have a correct entry in a situation like that. When your analysis is correct, but your timing is off, then you have to have a good entry to make back those 2 losses. And I could have, 30, I could have had 30 points more on this trade. And considering having 2 losses, that was actually, I should have done that. Yeah. How much money should you save to full with trading with the rule? How much money should be saved up to go full time? Yeah, I think that is really hard to answer because I don't know how much you need in life. But in all fairness, I think you should not have the pressure of needing money for, you need to get to a point where it's no pressure. It's really very important. I did have the pressure because I needed to make it work. No, but he's talking about if you don't have any income, you still need to make an income. And it doesn't matter if you buy prop firm or not. I would definitely not even go with if you're not profitable yet, don't even start your own account. Only you do prop firm, and with the money you make, you can fund your account. No, maybe 100K or 200K. I don't know your spendings. I have no idea what your spendings are. I live a simple life here, to be honest. But you still need money. I mean, you always need money. You don't see me wear fancy watches. I don't buy fancy cars. I need money to travel. I need money to live. But, I would rather, I feel rich when I have nature around me, when I can do whatever I want. But I don't need any luxury. Well, I do like luxury. Yes. Well, Mr. Chaos, that comes with experience, and keep journaling it because your risk should be the most important thing. And if you get stopped out, you should be okay getting back in. It shouldn't affect, a stop out shouldn't affect you, right? If you get stopped out, you get stopped out. And it should have be, okay, it's just a minor loss. Every trade you put on, you should be okay already that your stop loss might be hit. That should be the premise of a trade. I get only upset if I don't follow my rules and I get stopped out. But if I just get stopped out, I just don't feel anything on any account. But I do get upset when I'm chasing, when I get impatient, when I make mistakes, in the sense of. But if I just follow my rules and it's just, your A plus setup, I've said it many times, it doesn't work 100%. And even a B plus setup, if you're willing to take that risk and you get stopped out, that's okay. You're willing to take that risk. Following the rules is the hardest thing. Yet, hello, Tandy. Well, I would try to get profitable while I'm having an income, and then slowly, get rid of. If that was the question, if I understand the question correctly, How much money should be saved up with time trading with a real good experience? So I think it's always good to have 100, 200K. But then again, you don't want to spend it, right? You just want to have it just in case. So, but yeah, I would try to have an income while learning while learning trading and start to become profitable. But it takes time, guys. It takes time. Yeah, Tandy, I saw the question before. I actually don't want to answer that. I think I'm bullish. I do think I'm bullish. I can go over it. I can go over my analysis, but it doesn't mean that it's going to go do it right because I'm just someone who's still learning. I believe we're going higher, and I wouldn't be surprised if we are going here. We could go here, but we also could go just here. You see this little gap here that matches with Henry's levels. So for me, I'm going to watch here in this area what price is doing if we go look back into the range, or are we going to take out the weekly high again? If we take out the weekly high, I do believe we could go here today, but we have to see. It's 5 o'clock. We still have 12 more hours of trading in the day. Either we're going to reject here and go short, and then I think we could go back into the range again. But if we start going over this gap here, over 750-ish, say, then I think we could go all the way here. But we'll see. I'm keeping an open mind. Listen, guys, I'll tell you, Friday, I always try to have scenario A, B, C, D. And Friday, they always surprise me. 2.5. 4 standard deviation. We'll see. Well, you can have a bias. You can have a bias. There's nothing wrong with that. But you always have to be okay being wrong, right? So, okay, guys, in trading, if you feel at the beginning that going to slows your progress, that's why demo is important at the, in trading, you feel at the beginning. Well, the only thing that I can say about that is journal, journal, journal. Your journal will be the most valuable book that you will ever read or that you will ever have in your hands when it comes to trading. It's how your brain, we all see the same candles, right? But like Henry said, it is about pattern recognition. But then again, you need if-then statements around those patterns that you see, because you need to invalidate or validate them. Because a pattern shows themselves every time, but it's the if-then statements that validate them or not. So, for example, if I have a model and I have a 70% win rate, how do I get it to 80%? To add more if-then statements. So when is it not working? And if 70% of that time, when I see specific things happen, I add that if-then and I take it out of my, then I let it go. I don't take it. And 30% of that, maybe that event, it could have worked, but I take away most of the losing trades. So then I get that model to 75%. And I keep adding if-then statements to rule out, okay, what do I see? But I'm very, very keen on time. I trade time a lot. And that goes much deeper than ICT actually teaches. So ICT gives a lot of knowledge, but there's so much more to these. He just teaches a foundation, and he's going deeper now with his knowledge. He's sharing a lot more. But if you've been journaling for 3 years, a lot of things you can figure out by what he was not saying, but it takes time. He gives you the foundation, but you need to go into the chart yourself, and then you can build on that foundation, and you add maybe from some other mentors as well, and then you make it your own. That's it. But risk to reward is nothing without win rate. They go together. One is nothing without the other. I can have a win rate of 40% and still be profitable. So it's a very stupid question when somebody, what's your win rate? I'm like, oh, here we go again. It's always, I don't know. If I know people that have a win rate of 40 or 30% and are highly profitable. So it's, you can't have one without the other. You need to track both in the beginning and they go together. So yes, Zara Trader, will you be live again at that time? When? What time? Thank you, Zara Trader. Yeah, guys. Oh, it's already 5:22. I'm gonna leave it at here. Beautiful level. Um, Richard Dennis. Yeah, yeah, exactly. I mean, it's a very. I mean, if people ask me that question, you already know that they don't know what they're talking about. You know, the win rate is so unimportant if you if you don't understand the how they trade or what they do. So yeah. Um, 78%, 55 votes now, guys. 78%, 22 females. So yeah, I mean, that is not surprising that it went down a little bit, but that's okay. I'm still happy with the. It's almost a quarter. It's almost a quarter. So I'm happy that. And if any of y'all don't know this, guys, go study Richard Dennis. I'm definitely interested because I like people that have that kind of numbers because that resonates to me. I think my win rate, but I don't. I think my win rate is a little bit better, but well, maybe not. I don't know actually. I don't really keep track of it. But my R to R now is a little bit better as well. So or maybe it's 34. Nah, I don't think so. Maybe 50. Richard Dennis. Is he on YouTube? Yeah, most people, if they hear 30, 40%, they think it's a bad trader. No, it's not. Okay, okay, I got you. I'll Google him. Um, he was behind the original Turtle Traders Group. Okay, I've never heard of it, but yeah, I'm always interested in people that have those kind of numbers. Because you know what it always said? It also tells you that I like the psychology. If people have those kind of numbers, that means they have a very good discipline and a very good psychology because they are okay with losing trades. And that was one of my biggest struggles in the beginning, losing trades. And it makes me, like today as well, as a good example, it made me insecure. Even though it's just paper, it doesn't matter. It made me insecure and it made me feel my execution here like I did a very bad job on. It's a green trade, yes, it's a green trade, but it's my execution was shit. But if a person has a 30 to 40% win rate, that means they have 60%, 70% losing trades. But that means it doesn't affect them. They still perform very, very well on those winning trades. But they're willing to take those losing trades because they know their winning trade is coming. And that's what I'm also now because my trades are getting larger. Like when I started the stream, my average trades were 80, 50 to 80 points. Then it became 80 to 100. Then 100, you guys could see it, right? And now I'm averaging 100, 200, 250 points, twice 300 points. But I'm working on it. But it comes with a new struggle. And I noticed, especially when you start getting into those larger trades, your timing, you want to position yourself, but you are either too early or just wrong because you are, you're trying to. So, um, you need to have a couple of losing trades before you can before that good trade works, if that makes sense. And that's something also I'm like, oh, okay, if I want to get that trade, I need to take a few stabs at it to in order to position myself in that right position. But those positions are more riskier because you're getting in earlier, and the earlier you get in, the more risk because you have less data, right? So that is something that I also start noticing, and that's what I'm very aggressive in pre-market prep. I get in, I step, but I get break even very quickly, and I take a few stabs at some trades. But when I would, my goal for this year is position myself in London and ride it through. But then I realize that my first two attempts could be wrong because you're getting in earlier. So that takes away from your win rate. But because your risk reward is so much higher, you should be okay with that. But it's a different, and I want to work towards that. I am actually very interested because I want to get more 300-point trades. I only had two so far, with getting in and the runner all the way. I had more than a couple of 300-point trades when you add, like, okay, I got back in, but it doesn't count. It has to be in one trade. So I'm working towards that, but it's hard to find the right position and not chicken out before the New York Open. But it's going to bring down my win rate if I get more of those higher risk reward trades, if that makes sense, right? So yeah, I'm very interested. Okay, Bluesy, I hope your short's going to work out. I'm going to have uh take a break, have some food, and give my girls some tuna. They deserved it. I can see their ears. Tuna. And pre-market preppers, I'll see you at 8:50. And thank you guys. Thank you again. I love you guys. It's Friday. We're gonna have weekend, so we won't see each other for the whole weekend. But yeah, for those that I don't see in pre-market prep, I'll see you next Monday, London time again. And 11th of August, I won't be doing a London because I have my driving exam. So I need to do my driving test. But maybe I'll do a New York stream then in the evening, New York PM session. Only two gender. Only two genders. Oh my God. Oh, that's so, you guys are so funny. Only two. Take care, guys. I love you guys. Yeah. So again, it's we're 80-20% now, but we're gonna fight for more females. We're gonna have more females. So we'll get there. We'll make it well, I don't want to say female. We don't want to rule out the males because we love you guys. We love. There's no toxic. We don't do toxic masculinity here as well. We love males. We love true men on testosterone. You're all welcome here. Hey, Warren. Females don't like trading as far as I know. Well, here's one who loves it. So, but I think they do, and I think they are just more quiet. And I think once they get introduced to it, they're very, but we'll see. But yeah, we need to get more females into it anyway. Okay, guys, have a lovely, lovely weekend. If I don't see you anymore, I wish you all the best, and thank you so much for being part of this community and just hanging out here. I can't be thankful enough. Oh, your wife trades too? Oh, that's awesome. I mean, that will be so awesome to trade together. Do you ever, did you learn together? Did you study together, or do you have a different strategy? That's really interesting. Oh, your wife hates it. Well, not if you bring in the money, I guess. We did. Okay, that's nice. I'm a learning female. Oh, Tandi, you're a learning female. Okay, good. Complete different strategies. That's interesting. Okay, nice. I like that. That's interesting. And Tandi, are you? Oh, she's a scalper. Uh, Tandi, are you? I, I like big moves. Yeah, I'm also more of the big moves. Yeah, I used to be a scalper, but that was just because I didn't want to. Hey, talking about scalpers, where's Lance? I haven't seen Lance today. Interesting. That's so nice. Well, I think it's nice to have someone you can talk to about trading, but most of us only have each other, I guess, because it's hard to find people around you that are really, and if they're really interested, they don't understand. You know, it's sometimes it's very funny. Then they ask me, yeah, but what do you do when you have a YouTube channel? I said, well, I trade live, or I showed, and said, yeah, but what do you do? I said, well, there is a chart, and then we talk about it. Is that all you do? Yeah, that's actually, and people are like, huh, you talk all day, hours about a chart, and you just watch things like go back and forth? Yeah. So people are like, and I can imagine that if you don't know what it is about, like, well, what the hell are you guys doing? Um, I turn to my mirror and ask this guy for advice most of the times. Oh, you're so funny. Okay, Chaos, I'll see you later in the Discord, pre-market preppers. I'll see you later on. And Zays, Hannah, yeah, I'm a scalper. I don't have patience for long. Yeah, I totally get that. But yeah, I changed a lot. You know why? Because I got a warning from a prop firm that I was micro scalping. So, oh my God, I need to change my strategy. So I started looking into, and that's how I started to get better in longs. And now I really get better. And it also, I worked on my patience, and I'm still working on my patience because that's my biggest issue, I think. Patience and fear. So, but yeah. But I used to love scalping as well, but now I changed. Okay, guys, thank you so much. And again, have a lovely, lovely weekend, and just don't give any money back on Friday. We're not going to give any money back. Ciao, ciao.